You're right, everyone, it's Asa here from Team Romany Custom Catapults. I've got a new design I thought I'd show you all now. This design I thought up about 1:30 in the morning last night, and decided to get up and draw it and get it out of my head. At the minute I've got an obsession with slimline frames and small frames. I believe, and a couple of members in the team believe, the slimmer the frame, the less friction over the top, which means more consistency. We believe it to be true. There's no facts on this, but it's how we shoot and what we feel. Now, I've also got this obsession with making a really small frame. So recently, obviously, I've designed the Velociraptor Juvenile, which is a very small frame. Here we have famous design from Ray Bozonsky. It's the Axiom Champ. Anyone who knows their catapults will know this is a very small, very popular frame. Well, the Velociraptor Juvenile is slightly smaller again in length, a little bit wider on the tips, but slightly smaller again. So that is a very small frame, and what I'm shooting at the minute, well, I thought about designing an even smaller one. So this is the microraptor. Now, what I've found with small frames, they always tend to sacrifice on something, whether it be outer fork width, comfort in your hand, fork gap. There's always something that gets sacrificed on a really small frames, which makes them not for everyone. This frame, I don't think there's any sacrificing whatsoever. The outer fork gap is 85mm. It's 5mm shorter than the Velociraptor. I could have kept it the same at 90, but I thought I'd make it look a bit more in proportion and take it in by 5mm. The inner gap, I'm not quite sure what the inner gap is. The tips are 22, so 44 off of 85, whatever you left, 30 or whatever it is. It's a sensible size gap, whatever. Grip wise, because I've taken it up so high up here, it grips the same as a large frame. There's no discomfort whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, if you've got hands like Bigfoot, then you're gonna suffer with any frame, you know what I mean? But for the average size hand, this frame is perfect. I've got a relatively small hand. You can see there's more space in there, you know what I mean? There's plenty of movement in there for me, so you could get away with a bigger hand than I've got. It's unbelievably comfortable for a small frame. I've seen a lot of slingshots. I've never seen a frame so small fit the hands so well. It holds like a large frame, it shoots like a large frame. I've had about probably 30 shots through it, and after getting used to the grip and where I was twisting my angles, it shoots the same as my Juvenile. Juvenile's a small frame. I mean, look at that. It's a massive amount of difference. It really is. But if you look at the bend here and here, in fact, it might be bigger on this. There might be more space on this frame for a bigger hand. Really is. I'm not going to say it's a good design. I've designed it. It's common sense. I'm going to think everything I design is good, but it's going to go out to a couple of members of the team and see what they think about it, and they'll give me their honest opinion on it. But I think it's a lovely little thing. The size of this is 4 inches long. I'll measure it just to make sure. It's a little less than 4 inches. It's bang on 100mm, which is a tiny bit less than 4 inches, nothing, a mil short of it. That is a very small frame. You think about all the frames that's out there, find me a frame that's 4 inches long or 100mm long, which has full width fork tips and holds the same as a large frame. There's not many out there like it. I'm also going to do a couple of variations in it. I'm going to do a designated loop tube one, so the gap will be bigger and it'll accommodate for quick change slots and loop tubes. So that one will be interesting. I'm going to draw that up later. Also for Dan, Ambrosius and Travis, I'm going to draw up a TTF version, because they love the Axiom Champ, they love TTF, they love very small pocketable frames. Dan says to me, same as Travis, Giovanni, in fact a few team members are saying it at the minute, that if they can't put a catapult in their top pocket, then they don't want it. They want small and slim and usable, you know what I mean? It's a pocketable tool at the end of the day, a slingshot. It should remain that way in my opinion. So the TTF version is going to be slightly longer, obviously, to accommodate, but I reckon a maximum 115mm at the very largest. Basically it's going to be a TTF shooter the same size as the Axiom Champ, which is small for a TTF. Normally TTFs are bigger, but no, I'm really happy with the microraptor. The people that have seen it so far seem to like it. I'm going to do a little video of it in a bit, shooting. I'll probably shoot some spinners or cans with it and just show people how it's shooting. I've put a hole in it ready for a green isotope. But yeah, I'm going to have a go with it. I'll send it round the team. As you can see, it grips the same as a large frame. It's kind of strange to look at it. It's so small, but to hold it, it just holds. In fact, it feels like it's got more room and more comfort than the actual juvenile. And the juvenile, when I hold them together, the juvenile feels massive compared to it. This frame, I'm going to have a lot of fun shooting. So yeah, I'm going to go out and have a few shots. I'll most probably put the video of me shooting it up at some point. But yeah, hope everyone has a good afternoon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, blah blah blah, whatever it is. And I hope everyone likes this little design. Keep your eye open for the TTF version and the loop tube version. The microraptor. Cheers everyone, and thanks for watching.